Hello, you beautiful free-thinking people. This is the first time I'm going to make one of these videos on the phone. Like, not prepped, no microphone, no computer, nothing. Absolutely nothing. And the reason is, the last video, last short I did on parenting, it's really playing up there in my noggin. It's just made me realise how world governments setting us up to fail. On one hand, they're giving criminals and such more freedom. They don't get punished the way they should. And I bring that up because we are doomed to repeat our past mistakes. Now we get soft on the criminals, right? We get soft on them, then they're going to be more inclined to commit crime because they only get a slap in the wrist the first time. I need a lighter. You need a lighter. But it's the fact that even crimes like murder, you don't do life for it. Not in the UK anyway. So it's giving these up and coming criminals, these roadmen, these young impressionable folk, the idea that it's totally cool to commit crime. Totally cool. There's no cause, there's no effect. There's no repercussions to your actions. You're not made to sit in an empty cold cell and reflect on what you did. You get everything handed to you. And the problem is people get too comfortable with that. They get comfortable with that. Oh, well, if it all fails outside in the world, I've always got jail to fall back on. And I bring that up because as the world gets softer on crime and punishment, and it gets softer on the repercussions of your actions, it's going to fall on the children next. You're making it very impressionable for the next generation to feel it's acceptable to go out and commit crime willy-nilly. Regardless of what crime, it doesn't matter, you get a slap in the wrist for it all now anyway. The only day. Life here isn't life like it is in the US and maybe other particular countries where you commit a heinous crime you're never going to see. You're never going to know what it's like in the outside world. You'll never know. You'll just be stuck in a dark wee corner and left there to rot. Whereas nowadays that doesn't happen, and that's going to fall in waves. The children, our next generation, are going to grow up thinking this is totally acceptable. There's no repercussions to my actions. Slap in the wrist, that'll be me. And that's scary because as much as we all sit here right now and we are, oh, we're in charge, and the generation before us are all like, yes, we're still in charge, it's going to come to a point where we all need to step aside. We're all going to get too old, and we're going to all get too senile to be able to run the world anymore. It then gets placed onto the next generation's lap, and they're told, this is what you go to do. So we're setting them up wrong. We're setting the next generation up, and that scares me because that sets us up for civil unrest. Totally. We're already seeing it. You've got these extinction mobs saying no to oil. God, these crazy people running about punching holes in tyres, gluing themselves to any surface they can get their fucking mitts on. That's a bad impression to set on the younger mob, because they're going to think it's alright. Oh, if I just don't like something, I can always just go out and cause fucking damage, and people will listen to me. That's not the case at all, right? We're setting them up wrong. And that goes back to punishment, okay? They're now trying to make the naughty step, this is what I'm coming to, the naughty step, an act of violence, okay? It is, to be honest, it is our last effort to not physically punish children. We use the naughty step. Parents use the naughty step as the alternative to an act of violence. So the fact that we are, and now I'm not saying that we should all go out belting children when they're bang out order. Fuck that, okay? Fuck that. That is not what I'm trying to say here. What I'm trying to say is you're about to take away the last rational alternative, okay? You're taking away the one thing that could potentially be the difference between traumatic punishment and sensible punishment, okay? You place a child on the naughty step or out of the way, you get them out of the situation to then calm them down, let them reflect, think about what just happened and how we're going to avoid it the next time. Now, I don't believe scalping your way across the arse, the face, wherever, okay? I don't believe that's fucking plausible. It shouldn't be, okay? That shouldn't be any option. But the mere fact that the government wants this, and news articles, people are being paid to put these articles out there, it's mind-boggling. It's mental. You're doing the opposite of what you should be doing. Instead of taking away the rational options, you're changing it. You're switching it. You're changing the meaning of why the naughty step's there. And it's nuts. It's the beginning. Honestly, that's the first push. Boom. And it's been happening near the gears. We're getting soft on it. We're getting soft. Again, I'm not saying punish children for spilling milk. I don't mean that. What I mean is don't take everything for us. Do not take everything that a parent requires to bring up a sensible child and say that it's bad. You can't do that, because then you're just tying parents' hands together. The child then becomes the parent. The child then dictates what goes down, and you can't have that. It's supposed to be the other way around, right? Children had no clue of how the real world works. It's for us parents, us sensible adults, to give them that wisdom, to give them the tools for them to succeed and become a functioning adult. Not in society, fuck society, right? Just for themselves, just to give them enough help and momentum for them to just have a healthy life. Okay? There's just too much madness in this world now. There's too much scream about individuality. They're pushing children to make decisions that an adult can't make half the fucking time. There you get people pushing their children to transition, and I don't believe that any of these children actively woke up one day and went, I don't want to be the gender I was born. I don't believe that happens at all. For children, they're very impressionable, and it doesn't take much to sway them, okay? It doesn't take much to sway them into doing something if they had time to think about it, properly think about it and reflect on. They maybe wouldn't make that decision, right? It's bad. There's too many idiots out there giving old wives' tale advice, and they don't use it themselves. Oh, I get children need to find themselves, right? But you got to let the child do that themselves. You can't just force something on them all. Here's your options, right? You're born male. You can be female. That's not how it works. And here you might be, but it's not how it works. And that's the problem. We're brainwashing our children into different situations, and you could be this, you could be that, when instead we should be sitting children down and telling them, do you know what? Listen to no one, okay? Because eventually you're going to grow into an adult, and you're going to need to make decisions for yourself. Now, I would rather place the right options in your mind, so then when you come to that point where you need to leave the nest, you're totally equipped to leave the nest. You're not sitting here thinking, am I a boy, a girl? Am I a fucking animal trapped in a human's body? Am I a fictional character? Is this world even fucking real? You're set up. You're set up sensible and ready to just take on the fucking world. But all of this is being played. All of it, perfectly designed to keep us button heads, to keep us against each other, right? There needs to be division for this world to work, right? That's just how corrupt and horrible it is. And it's just that poison, that horrible fucking mentality is just being bled onto everything. It's bleeding on, and it's just a cycle. And your children have to live in that cycle. This is the world. Honestly, the world isn't the way it used to be. There we go, Halloween, for example. We get set up for it. Last year we just moved into this house. I mean, we're still fixing it up. We were in the house a couple of weeks. We had people coming to the door. We weren't prepared because we didn't know if anybody was going to come to the door. So last year we weren't prepared and people showed up and we felt bad. So this year we got prepared. We had bags, a bag full of treats and good stuff, you know. We came prepared. Nobody showed up at the door. Nobody showed up at the door. And me and my partner, Liz, we two of us are sitting there and we're kind of boggled by it, because when we grew up, you couldn't get a wife at the door because people were chatting. So many people were coming, and you spent the week prior to Halloween, one night, you spent an entire week preparing decorations, stuff like that. And see now, You don't even see anybody outside in costumes. That shows you what kind of world we live in now. Right? See, instead of brainwashing our children and teaching them dumb fucking shit, we need to teach them, by the way, the world's changing. And it ain't the way it used to be. And you need to be prepared. Right? The reason why, I think Halloween's died is, one, technology. Right? That's old age. Halloween's pagan, it's old age. Whereas we're in a new age now, a new age of technological gods. Completely different, right? So we're changing the landscape. The world's just not as safe as it used to be. People, you can't take your child out anymore dressed up, going door to door, because people have got this fear now. Like, who's going to be on the other side of that door? So see, instead of setting our children up crazy and fucking had no grasp of reality, we need to teach them. This world's going to try and eat you up now. That's it, plain and simple. We've lost all tradition. It won't be long before Christmas is out the window, before we stop celebrating Easter, right? It's not about religion anymore, these thingies. It's not about religion, it's about consumerism, right? We're just fucking cattle, and that's the programming the next generation to be even more docile and obedient. And if not, they're going to use them to set the world on fire. That's fucking scary. That scares me. It scares me because there's a lot of people on this planet, right? And all it takes is them to all share the same mentality. Be force-fed the same shit, okay? And they'll fall for it. We did it with the vaccines. We did it with the lockdowns. We did it with fucking COVID. Who's not to say we won't do it with just everything else? World is fucking on fire, folks. And sadly, we're all going to sit and watch it. It's going to be a slow burn. It's a slow burn, right? But I hope you all enjoyed that video. This was just a wee quick one, trying out the new phone. So it is, but I hope you all enjoyed. Let me know what you think, because honestly, it scares me the way the world wants your children to go, the way they're trying to fucking push them, man. It's a scary concept, but let me know what you all think, and I will catch you in the next video. Stand tall, stand proud, stay safe.